Okay, welcome to the first video where I will be showing off the mod that I have been working on the last week. So, once you pick a country and start the game, you will be getting an introduction event, which, well, you get the basic info about what happened in this timeline regarding the British and their empire, and then you can either just quit the introduction from there to get more in depth, where you can go more into depth about the British sphere, where you got introductions for individual countries. And no worry, if you pick one of them, you can just return to the previous screen. So you don't have to pick just one of them. And then you also go for Europe, but you only have two there. Then you can pick them good. So, what I'm gonna do in this video is, well, not show off war or any of the screens, but I will be showing off the events. Not all of them, but some of the more interesting ones, to see what you can expect right now and what you can be expecting in the future. It will be an event heavy and focused sort of narrative mod, where there is a story going on with you as the main character, trying to navigate through this timeline with a strong country. Break loose from the tyranny of the British Commonwealth, or ensure domination as Germany in the coalition of Europe, or just play as the Soviets, conquer everybody and install communist puppets everywhere. It's your choice. Or just try to play through from the start to finish without going to war. I believe it's highly possible right now, but will be a little bit harder. But instead of warring, trying to keep the peace instead. Keep the status quo and just make sure nobody else gets the upper hand. One of the things you can do, for this example, an event you get as Canada. Canada has been through a revolutionary civil war in this game. So, after a while you can join the Germans in the Axis against the British. If you want, you get an event, this one, and you can decide whether or not to do that, changing the geopolitical scene in the world, changing the balance from one faction to another. And this also applies to other countries as well. But you don't simply get an offer from the beginning, do you want to ally Germany or not. For example, this event for Spain, where you start out reaching out with a cooperation agreement to somewhat later expanding to a full alliance, if both you and Germany agrees to it. They are unlikely to, because they want more allies, but both sides will have to agree to it for it to happen. It's not just a one-way event. Then you have the Coalition of Europe meetings. There are only one in the map so far, but this meeting is when the Coalition of Europe, the major military alliance of Europe, think of it as a sort of NATO in the 1930s, with Germany leading it and Poland and the Balkans as other influential members. So you get to decide its policy through events. Should the focus be on the West and the Allies, or is the Soviets the larger, greater threat? There will be more in-depth events regarding that, but you will get one for now. These are all event chains. Then you got the Commonwealth meetings, which are the equivalent for the Commonwealth as the Coalition of Europe meetings are, but far less military focused. We will be talking about the global political situation, trade deals and stuff to improve the strength within the faction itself, to counter other factions and countries that can be hostile against it. But not only that, you also got the possibility as anyone in the Commonwealth, at least the major countries except Britain, if you instead of supporting the crown as Britain would want, you can conspire against it and gain independence, leave the Allies, and just play as one of the oppressed colonies and make your own destiny in the world. And yeah, there's maybe I spent too much time on it, but there is an extensive conspiracy event chain against Britain at the moment. So yeah, and it can end up with civil war within the Commonwealth right now, and with Britain going a bit mad. But yeah, try it out. Here's an example. Also, Venezuela is in the Commonwealth. Also, this happens when you don't agree with the British stance regarding foreign policy. Also some demonstrations. Also, I have changed the destinies of some historical people in the mod. Look out for Hitler and Trotsky. There might be surprises regarding those, particularly the second one. And then as the Soviet Union you can give aid to ideological friends, supply them with weapons and whatever. Denmark starts the game with a security council government which does not permit elections and are under they report to the German government, and then you can decide whether to give control back to Denmark or just make them your puppet. And we end the video with the Polish strategy winning. So yeah, and of course the perhaps most interesting about this video, the mod is available right now in the description on ModDB and on my website, on my forum, on everything. You can go into your local store and find it on the shelf. The mod is everywhere right now. That's it. Thanks for watching.